Broadcasting live from the center of the universe.
Your mother's
Brian
face.
and Brian.
Flying Triangle Studios
Flying Triangle Studios.
presents
presents
the greatest show ever.
Twin Leagues
Ever made.
Cast.
Twin Leagues Cast.
We're back.
Guest doing
We're back.
the fucking
Back again.
intro.
Ian's back again.
Ian's
Oh,
back
no.
again. Ian's back again.
If you
Before we even get into this, please like us on
Inside
Facebook.
joke.
Follow us on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely.
We have an Instagram, Twin
Leagues
Leagues
Cast.
Cast. We got Tumblr. We got it all.
We got it all. Hit us up. Show us pictures, anything.
Yeah,
anything.
just,
Links. Send us your comments, your likes, anything.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 I'll be monitoring, so you'll be talking to me. So just say what's up. You know, I'd like to talk to everybody, see how everyone's doing, see where everyone's from, who's listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but Ian's back.
Back in the saddle again.
I'm back. Ian's
Inside
back.
joke. Another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this whole podcast is gonna be inside
Oh,
jokes.
Yeah.
no.
That's beside the point.
Chicken noises.
No, Ian, did you stretch and do yoga today?
A little bit. I had to go to that job interview in the
How was
morning.
that?
Pretty good. Got a ticket for parking.
What?
Yeah,
How'd you get a ticket, bro?
Oh, I only had 1 quarter and I was there for like an hour.
You only have 1 quarter and you're there for an hour?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, oh shit! Fuck. So
That's
$10 hair. $10 hair. That's all. Oh well.
Well, I guess
That's not that
shitty.
bad.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Absolutely, but
Could be worse.
I mean they're charging for parking, so that's pretty
Yeah.
shitty too. Like,
Well, where I
They're
was
just
parked,
assholes.
you could kind of understand
on,
why
lad.
they were.
They're all assholes.
Well, no, you could kind of understand where it was. It was right on Brownsville Road, like right off of 51. So it's
Right.
like, I could kind of understand. They need to make their money. So if they charge $10 and they get like 50 people, then
yeah.
Yeah,
honestly,
honestly.
and do
They-
that like,
oh shit, they're making quota. They're making quota.
yeah, hey, do what you have to. But I mean,
Yeah.
sucks. But
Yeah.
oh well.
It does. But
Brian,
I
just
need a paper
spilled.
towel.
Yeah.
I need a paper towel.
Oh.
Ah! Ah, it's on my leg! Ah! All right, I'm catching it with my leg. Oh, this is bad.
Brian just spilled Pepsi all over the place.
It's all over my leg. Fucking bring the roll over. This is
You
amazing.
can't pay for this. This is real shit.
This is real shit, and this is staying in. You know that, right?
Absolutely. Shit happens. It's real life.
Oh Christ. Anyway.
What'd you think of that Joe Rogan, Ian?
I like how he really didn't believe a lot of shit that people were saying.
Absolutely. That's dude. I
And
love
that's
that
kinda
about
how
the show.
I am.
Yeah, you gotta be that way. What do you mean? Like these people he's asking are like crazy as fuck. They're like they just want to be on television. They're like,
But-
oh, I got abducted by. He's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like,
You didn't get abducted by shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, but you'd
But
have
some
to really
people-
go
some
into
people-
more
you gotta-
detail
well, you
about,
gotta-
like, who are these people that are making these assumptions of these, UFOs, and are they credible people, or
yeah,
are they
like he had the
ex-military?
congressman and the
you know?
ex-military. That's where I was like, wow, all right.
Well,
there's
yeah,
something
and I
going
could
on.
understand if it was like pilots who were saying, yeah, I've been flying all over the place doing, this, that, and the third thing, and seeing like aliens and having reports, if they had like hundreds of reports and they really looked into them and these were sound people, I could maybe, but it's like, unless I have something like really in front of me, I'm really not gonna like believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe hearsay.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
but
there's
I'm,
a feeling.
I'm not
there's
really
a
gonna.
feeling like the only way you
listen
can
to you.
perceive anything higher than this dimension is through feeling. You know what I mean? Like you have to feel that it's there before you can actually see it. Like
Yeah.
you can't see air, but it's there. And like air is an energy source that we all share and like take it for granted. You know what I mean?
I even said that to Brian earlier today. Like, if you tried to
That
break,
you did.
I was like, try to break down the world to like a 7-year-old. Be like, think about this. You can breathe in air, but you can't see it. But yet your body knows what to do with it, and like all this BS. And
And
it's
all
like,
your
you know,
processes.
you would just
like
like
the
fly
processes
right
of-
over that kid's head, and just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, my dad is awesome.
I feel
You
like
know,
most
that'd be
people don't
sweet,
even know how
but-
processes work, or don't question those things. Honestly, like how does air work, or
People
like
don't
how does
question
our
anything.
Nope.
That's the problem, man.
Question everything, bro. You need to question everything around you.
I know too many people that just go about their lives not questioning
Even-
a goddamn thing.
Even when they see the truth right in front of them, they're just like,
Yep.
I'm good. I want to live in my little box. I don't want to step outside that at all. You know what I mean? I want to pick my left or right side and be happy with it and chill with my kinds of friends. No, everybody needs to be united. Like all every system has ever tried to do is divide humanity. Like religion just divides humanity. Everything is just like a secular thing. It needs to be all come together, because like there's at one point in life, I don't know, some people determined that other people didn't deserve knowledge or spiritual enlightenment, I guess, and have just weighed those people down for millions of years, or not millions, but however long human beings have been around. And it's fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm tired of being confused by the news and lied to and just told all these horrible things happen, and like the government just build weapons of mass destruction behind closed doors, or like find aliens or find new discoveries that could further humanity to where everyone's living an amazing life and you're free and happy and everything's good. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous how controlled everything is, and people don't even realize it.
Well,
they
that
don't
and,
question it. They don't realize it. They don't want to question it. They're just like, I'm good in my little spot.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't want to question it.
It's because they're comfortable. No, entertainment makes you comfortable. The TV just makes you comfortable. It makes you like, oh, I don't need to do anything. Everything's, the world's going to shit, but that's not my fault because I'm just sitting here
People
doing
don't
nothing.
like change.
They don't like change, and they're too lazy to change anything. They don't want to stand up for anything. They're just
Have
like,
you
oh,
guys
somebody else is doing it. What?
Sorry, I was like interrupting you.
No, go ahead. No.
But have you been watching the euro and like our U.S. dollar compared to it? Because I have that shit on my computer and I watch that shit fluctuate every day. And dude, like before it was
they do that just to make money off stock.
You know, but still, it's like when it's dropping like a few cents, it like kind of like, this is, you know. Because it dropped to like, I think it was like 73 or 74 cents, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, convert my shit to the euro, like, you know, fuck it.
Damn, dude.
But then, then
It's
I
because
checked it today, and it was 75, like 0.1, and it was like,
that's still
come
terrible.
on, man, that's bad.
25 cents, come on.
Like, how come we're not $1? And like, granted, they're
oh my gosh.
like, it's
I remember the days when
like,
we were $1.
That's why it was a euro. Because it was $1.
Oh my gosh. America's fallen so far because these leaders just keep going into debt, keep spending money on bullshit things, trying to stimulate the economy when they're really just destroying mankind, and they don't even care.
Stop the
It's
gross
like, how much money
spending.
can we make? How much money? Who cares who we kill? It's just how much money can we make? Like seriously, this is retarded. Why does it run this way? Why do I get dropped into a world where it's run so fucked up? You know what I mean? That's what I think about every day. Like was I created just to live in this world of just 9 to 5 work and just bullshit in and out every day, getting fucked by the government, not knowing where my money's going, not knowing spirituality or myself, or not being like stimulated really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they try to hide everything. Knowledge is like, it's not a hard thing to attain, but it's not focused on. We aren't acting knowledgeable, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's a problem.
Well, that, and I think there's a lot of knowledge out there, but there's not a lot of wise people.
There's a lot of wise people, but there's not.
Like
there's
not like a communication in between. Like, you know, how come there's like shit we can't read? You know, like, why are we not allowed to have any information like whatsoever?
Yeah, like blacked out pages of CIA documents and shit.
Well, not even that. Like, how come nobody's allowed to go into the Vatican archives? Like, but unless you're like a priest, like a high-ranking priest and shit.
What's in there? You know what I mean?
You know, it's like, yeah, what's so fucking special, dude? You know,
if you ain't got nothing to hide, why are you
Baby
hiding
Jesus
it?
tears.
yeah, but yeah, seriously, you know, like the first time Jesus cried, here are his tears, preserved in glass. You know, like, what is this? You know, like, what's in there?
Who knows?
But, you know, it's just like crazy shit, dude. Like, how come there's like sectors that you're not allowed to go to? Like, I can
Or
understand,
bases
like,
that you're not allowed to go to.
well, I can kind of understand, like, have a secret base and be like, yo, you know, we got secrets in here. You're not allowed to be here. You know, it's kind of known, but it's like, why, like,
Secret base.
why don't you just say, like, you know, this is for the greater good? You know, they probably have, but it's like,
All the greater good.
but I don't
That's a
know if
good
they're really
movie.
using it per se for that.
Dude, that's bullshit. They ain't using it for the greater good. They're
Yeah.
using it for their pocket. Line in the pocket. That's it. We get robbed billions of dollars from the Federal Reserve. Like, we're just getting robbed. Like, they're like, oh, another $1 trillion is missing. Like, oh,
Fuck it.
do we have anybody investigating that? Oh, no. No,
Nope.
we don't.
Well,
No.
how come,
oh,
like,
well.
even
Oh, well. There's
even
another
the
$1 trillion.
plane that,
Raise taxes.
yeah, how come the plane that crashed into the Pentagon, it would have had to have like flown like inches off the ground? No pilot could have fucking done that.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was absolute drone attack. But I don't
Yeah. Oh, it hit the 3rd floor. Oh, exactly where it was
Yeah,
supposed
penetrated
to be.
like 6 layers, at which no fucking plane would ever do because it would just break apart.
That's a bunch of
No
bullshit.
wing
It's a
lines
cruise
at all.
missile.
It was moving too fast. Like, the only video recording was instantly obtained by the CIA and the FBI or whoever. I forget whoever. The
It's a
intelligence.
cruise missile, son.
Yeah, it was definitely a cruise missile. Just like the thing in Pennsylvania.
Yep, Shanksville.
Shanksville, Pennsylvania was a cruise missile because they found nothing.
Yeah,
found
like
no
that crash site
evidence
should have
of a
been
plane.
huge.
They found no evidence of wings hitting the ground. There was just so much signs. There's no engines. They found no engine part. Tell me how engines vaporize, please. There's millions of crash sites that show what an airplane does when it hits the ground, and there's so much pieces. They did it on MythBusters,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
where
there's
they crashed that
thousands
airplane
of
into the ground,
pieces.
and just so much shit was everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's a small plane.
A small one, not a fucking commercial jetliner.
Yeah. Could you like? And that's the weird thing. Like they even say about like when you find people that have like crashed in those and have like serious injury, or not like but that a serious crash, you find like chairs, bodies, luggage. You find
Yeah, you
so
find a whole
much
bunch of shit.
So
You
much
don't
shit.
find nothing.
You know, you
So
don't.
much- yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not like oh, there's pieces of metal here.
There's a piece of metal.
Oh look,
So
that
how do
says
people-
USA on it.
How do
I
people
think
get
that's it.
vaporized? You know what I mean? I feel like we just watch news and then we see that and we're like, holy shit, that shit's really happening to America. And then they put on some celebrity shit and we're like, oh, what's happening in their life right now?
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just completely turn the switch from like thinking to not thinking. And they do it to us all the time, like through television. It's the easiest way they can manipulate us, dude. Watching that TV is like turning on a switch to be manipulated. You're just like, yep. Like, I've seen energy fields, and when you turn on a television and you go on like Xbox Live, there's an energy field that comes around you. Like, they're observing you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Well, I do know, but other people might question that. But who gives a fuck? They think. Yeah, but I went off on a crazy tangent right there. We need to talk about guns, I feel like.
What's that?
We feel like we need to talk about guns.
What about them?
Love them.
How much
Love
do you,
them, load them, reload them,
How much
clean them.
do you know about guns? What's the best gun? What's the best? Do you know what the best ammo right now is to get? Or
Well, what do you want? It's like
I mean,
what-
most
well, no,
readily available.
well, no,
most
it-
readily available.
I'm-
Not cheapest,
like
but
I'm not an expert on
Oh,
anything, but
well.
I'm just saying, like it all depends on what you're shooting. Like, is it a shotgun? Is it a rifle? Is it like
pistol.
okay? Well,
Give
what
me a
kind
pistol or a
of like
rifle.
what kind of pistol
I
do
said,
you want? Like
I said,
well,
give me the
dude,
most
there's
prevalent
a shit ton
ammo.
of different well, if you want to get anything,
They
I'd
can
say
shoot like 2 different kinds of ammo or 3 different kinds of ammo.
well, I I don't know, man. I'd say, like, in all honesty, I'd go with 9mm just because of the readiness of it, because you'll find that more so than, like, 40, 357, 44 mag, and those are very expensive.
Well, what do cops carry now? Do they carry 9 mils?
Yeah, most of them carry 9 mils or 40 Smith & Wesson.
Didn't they all get those 40... those
Well,
40s
some of them have
upgrades or whatever?
Well, some of them have Glock 10mm, and I mean that's only a little bit bigger than a 9. It's like, well, you know, it all depends on what you're using it for, and like, is it gonna, like, if you're buying a gun and you're gonna, like, what are you using this ammo for? Is it self-defense? Is this ammo gonna stay at your house, or are you gonna shoot it at a range? You know, if it's for self-defense, go ahead and get the big shit if you're not gonna use it. But if you're going to use it...
Self-defense would be the only reason I would ever buy a gun.
Yeah, but you still got to go to the range.
Yeah, you got to know your gun.
If you
gotta
buy
know
a
your
gun, you have to know your gun, and you have to know, like, okay, I have to clean this. I need to know my gun inside and out, and you have to go to the range to kind of know your gun. And, like, if you're shooting, like, where, like... I need to have better groupings. Like, granted, like, when you go and shoot a target, you might be getting, you know, good groupings, but what if your life's in danger? What if you're a concealed, like, let's say you're a concealed carry guy, and some guy has a knife on you, and he's like, okay, give me your fucking thing, and you're like, you know, like, I never really thought about this situation. I've never really trained for it.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's what you train for at a gun range? Like,
Well,
pulling
no.
your gun and being like, oh,
No,
boom.
no,
You ready for
no,
this?
no. But I mean, even like, let's say you were like walking through the house, like, okay, you'd have your gun down here, and like go to a range and go, you know, point the gun like up at the target and have it from like, okay, like walking through the house, oh, you know, and like point, shoot, you know, and see where you're hitting, and kind of have like.
Yeah, but you can also do it from your side.
But.
I
Well,
guess,
yeah,
if you have
but
a case.
Oh, yeah, do it from your
Might
side.
shoot
but I
yourself,
mean,
though.
no, but yeah, that's a good way to get shot. I'm talking about like, I'm not saying like quick draw and shit like that.
Quick
'cause-
draw, McGraw.
Yeah, you know, like if you're doing that, you're obviously like, there's people who are like sponsored. Like, there's this guy for Smith & Wesson. He's sponsored. He shoots, I think it's a 357 Magnum. He's like the fastest revolver like shooter in the world. And he shoots He shoots like 12 rounds in like less time it takes like a regular guy to shoot fucking a magazine with like 17 in them, you know, or like, you know, less. He's just like, bah, 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 and like, dude, he puts rounds on target, and he's so good. But that's from like years of practice and knowing that gun inside and out, knowing like just where his fingers need to be so he doesn't shoot himself in the fucking leg, because he's pulling that out of the holster. Like, could you imagine if you went up on that guy and was like, give me your money, and you were like some gangster, you know, like, yeah, give me your money. He'd just be like, brah! You just like, holy fuck, what did I get hit with? Like, was that a semi-automatic? No, that was a revolver with 357s. Like, whoa. You mincemeat, dude. Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Ooh, no.
I don't know.
I don't want
I've been
that.
debating on getting a cheese, on getting a gun or concealed carry permit, but I don't know. I'd only get it for self-defense.
Get them before they're gone.
Yeah, but then I feel like you're expecting yourself to get.
Yep.
You're creating the
Well,
situation.
You're already
that
creating the
gets-
problem.
Yeah, you're creating the situation that gets you shot by having the gun in the first place.
Exactly.
But
But
because you're
it's all-
drawing that energy towards you where you need that situation.
but it
I
doesn't
guess.
mean, like, if you get caught, if somebody pulls a gun on you, it doesn't mean you're going to pull yours on them.
Yeah, but
you
I mean,
know.
Okay, well,
having
let's
a
talk
gun
about.
just
Listen,
brings
You
more
know,
gun
listen,
violence to you.
listen.
There's a lot
everybody
of
in this room,
situations.
everyone in this room has been on this planet for more than 20 years, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Has there ever been one point in your life where you wish you had a gun when you didn't? No.
No,
Unless
unless I wanted to hurt somebody else and not to.
And if I had a gun,
Protect
and you wouldn't
myself,
even
like-
be here right now. Exactly.
Exactly.
So no. There's
So
never
no.
been. There's never been. There's
No,
There's
never
never
been.
a time when
I've
you
had
should
one
use a gun
time where
on
I
another
could have
human
gotten
being.
jumped. It was like the fucking. It was a carload of fucking kids, like, ooh, acting tough and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
but if you shot one of those people and killed them.
Oh yeah, but what if I would have got
You would've
jumped by like this carload
you
of people
didn't.
and
But
put
you
in the
didn't.
yeah,
you didn't.
and luckily I didn't. But that doesn't mean if I did have a gun, I was gonna talk tough and be like, "Oh, I'll just shoot you." You know, like
You don't know.
Yeah,
You weren't
just
in
like,
that
"Get away
situation
from
with
me."
it.
Well,
No,
who
it's
says
on
I would
what
have
type
pulled
of
the gun
person
on
you
him?
are.
I
Yeah,
like
that's what
if
type
anything,
of person you are.
like
I
you.
would have just been like, leave me
if-
alone. Leave me alone.
Not even that. You shouldn't even like. If you're a concealed carry owner, you should be mellow yellow.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, let's just talk this out. What do you want? Come on. I don't want to be fighting with you. I'm just like, Tom down the street, Mr. Guy. I mow my lawn, take my kids to daycare. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be starting shit. You don't want to be getting road rage and, oh, fuck this guy. He cut me off. No, you'd be like, let him go. I'll pass him by the time I get,
But
to
you
the
don't
next
do that
stoplight.
now. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, nobody does that now.
Well,
Like,
Hey.
if you have a gun, you're just going to push stuff off more. No, you're going to be even more angry because
Well, some
you have
people
power.
they get that power. So, well, most people do. It's a power thing.
yeah, but
That's
my
why
whole
I think.
thing about it.
all
That's
de-
why I think
it all
people desire the
depends
gun in the
on,
first
like,
place.
the state of mind, though, man. Like,
Yeah, but everybody gets that power feeling from a gun. There is
Oh,
no person.
yeah.
You're either
I'm not
scared
saying there
or
isn't.
like, I feel powerful. You know what I mean? You're like, I could end life with
Yep.
this. And it's just a sense that man
And when
should
I get
not
around
have.
guns, I feel scared because
Yes.
I feel like, why do we have these?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
shouldn't even.
A man shouldn't
Why?
have that. He shouldn't have the ability to kill somebody like that because it takes away the feeling of killing. What it does. It kills with efficiency, but like people back in the day were warriors because they were crazy because you'd fucking cut some dude's head off and you'd be right next to him with blood spewing all over you. But shooting somebody from far away, you're like, oh, there's another one dead. Like you lose this mental connection to like what actually war is. That's why it was so sacred back in the day. But we shouldn't be fighting anymore anyway because we have the technology to get past all that.
But you're saying, like, a person doesn't have...
We don't have
like,
the technology. We just have realized that the people
wars-
over there are the same as people as us. They just have a
Yes.
different roll of the dice.
Absolutely.
Well, how do
people
we get
everywhere.
from, like, self-protection onto, like, war?
Because they're two opposing topics, and you gotta
Well,
cover
yeah,
both.
but I'm saying, like...
Because guns lead to
I
war.
should be able to defend myself with something,
Yes.
Yeah.
But a gun to
But what are
kill
you
another
defending
person.
yourself? Yeah,
What
exactly.
are you defending
Well,
yourself from?
Like, no,
People?
if somebody...
That
Like,
just creates
that
fear
just
in the
in case.
machine.
Like, what if something happens?
That just
Like,
creates
I
fear in the
don't-
machine.
I- okay,
I
I have no
understand buying a
problem.
gun. I have no
Listen,
problem with buying
yes,
a gun.
I have
Yeah.
no problem buying a gun, but for protection against the government. That's my whole thing about guns. Like, if you want to have guns to protect yourself against people who are coming to get you and take you away, that's what I think
Yes.
you should protect yourself from. Not from Joe Smo down the street
Or someone you got
some
mad at last week.
some inner city kid that's trying to just thug and bug.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
come on.
It's gotta. You got.
Well,
There's this
yeah,
whole thing
what if
behind
somebody
having
ran
sanity.
into your house? Like,
Yeah.
there was those guys in L.A.
Well, I mean-
who ran into that guy's house, and fucking, like, 4 guys ran in with assault rifles and pistols, and
Wow.
the dude fought him off because he had guns and security cameras. If he wouldn't have had guns, he would have fucking died.
Well,
like-
why did he have guns and security cameras? That's why
What
they
was he
raided.
protecting?
Why
Yeah,
not?
that's why
Exactly.
the richness of all
Well,
of
yeah,
those
he had
security
money.
showed that he had money. Because he had something to rob. Like the energy he was giving off by creating security.
So you're
things.
saying, like,
to
they
protect it.
shouldn't have guns?
I'm saying the more you protect yourself, the more you set up these
Well,
barriers
like,
around
you're
you, the more you
basically
attract
saying
you
if,
things
like, I
that you
I
need
ho-
coverage
like,
from.
I'll have guns, but I hope nothing bad happens. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to, like, protect yourself. If
I
something
never
happens.
said that.
Yeah,
I
you
said
should-
I
you
don't
should
mind
be able
having
to
guns.
protect
I
yourself.
said my problem is fucking carrying it around. Like, I don't even want to be around people that have guns, dude.
Well, in my perspective, I'm not, like, if I came up here, I'm not going to carry up here. I'm
Well,
not going to
just
carry
saying,
around
but like that
town,
vibe, that
stuff
vibe
like
is
that.
it's just terrible,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
It would be like
even if
I
I knew
went
someone had a
somewhere,
gun, like,
It's-
if
I
I'm
carry.
carrying
I don't know. You gotta
if I was
look at it
carrying
past.
a gun, I'd be
past
going
what it
to the
is.
range or
a
something
tool.
like that, or if I was going to, like, some place I was like that was shady or something, like, oh, this is a bad part of town, I might want to bring
Yeah,
my
but-
gun.
By having that gun, what I'm saying is, you can have a gun, all right? It's awesome to be able to protect yourself like that. Some people carry a knife, some people carry a gun. I myself feel that a knife is way more personal if you're actually a warrior and you're like defending your life. Like to kill the man that's trying to kill you with a knife is more like. But that's just me. I'm like part gladiator. I don't know. But getting off that subject, you can have a gun. It's awesome to be able to protect yourself, like a girl having a gun or whatever. But it leads to collateral damage. It leads to a sense of empowerment over people just because you have this weapon in your hand that you can end life with.
It just leads to negative energy.
It leads to
You're just
negative,
putting it out there.
Yes, and the negativity that you're putting into the world by having the gun on you is going to reflect you. So having the gun on you is going to make it more probable in your life for you to need that gun.
Exactly.
Because you're putting it in your brain, like, I'm going to need a gun for protection. Something's going to happen to me for protection. And then it happens to you because you keep thinking about it. If you never thought about it, it would never happen. Like, some days I go out into the world and I'm just like, I don't need a knife because I'm not going to get mugged.
There's nothing going to happen.
There's nothing to fear. I don't need a weapon because no guy's going to fuck with me here. Or someone's going to say something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't bring a gun to a fucking park. I wouldn't I wouldn't carry it every day, everywhere.
It's the whole thing
it
where
would just
this
be
fear.
like those.
It's just this fear that the news presents and the world tries to present to you that everything that outside your door is anything separate from you. Like, outside your door is inside yourself. When you walk outside your door, you're literally inside yourself.
Yep.
Like,
you're only gonna
fear.
get out the output from the world what you
put into it.
exactly.
The world and the universe is a reflection of yourself and your feelings and your thoughts and your concerns and your worries. So if you stop like having this thing, the whole thing is like it's promoted in America to fear. It's like, oh yeah, they're gonna do this. These people are gonna attack us. People are dying every day. People are getting shot. It's not the good stories of like, oh, this person is like teaching meditation or cannabis cures cancer or any of these things. Like, stop drinking. Look how horrible this is for you. Like, look how many people are dying in Florida from the pills that these doctors are just prescribing to everyone. Like, why is that not being on the news ever? Why do you never see stories like that? Or little girl stops like 300 seizures from cannabis.
That cannabis.
You know what I mean? Like,
now there's a cannabis named after her. It's Charlotte's Web.
Really?
Yeah, because her name was Charlotte.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
Awesome. That is awesome. How the hell are we not on this yet to where like America is like the lead producer of cannabis and hemp, and we just have everything that you could ever want made from cannabis and hemp because it's like the two ultimate plants. You know what I mean? Is cannabis?
Well, they were saying those cannabinoids, like if you're having seizures, like I forget what type of, it was like a syndrome or a disease that she had, that she constantly had seizures from like 4 months, since she was like 4 months old, and I think she was like 3 or 4 years old or something, or no. She was 5. 5, okay. But, still, if this can help somebody and it's not getting them high, what the hell's the harm?
Exactly. The harm is,
that
it's going to outlaw prescription
drugs. The rich are going to get poor.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And the poor are going to get rich because of it.
Yep. And they don't want that.
Because
they don't want
because
you to
poor
get,
people can grow it.
Yes. Everyone can grow it. Everyone. And so everyone will be equal. You know what I mean? And we'll be able to like mass produce all this stuff and heal people. There'll be no more sick. And everybody will realize through marijuana, as everybody usually does, I don't know, a lot of people usually do, that like the earth is the way to go. You know what I mean? Stop fucking doing all this shit against your own body. You know what I mean? Like smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol. It's just destroying you. Granted, this place is a place to have fun and like have your own experience, but when you like these plants are around to show us that there's harmony in other places that we can't see, and the only reason human beings are really here is to connect to that harmony. That harmony is expressed in like music and colors and spectrums of light and sound vibrations, and there's all kinds of harmony all over the world, and we just need to get back to that harmony. Like the only thing, like the poles are shifting right now. Did you hear about that? Like the poles haven't shifted yet. Like if you put a magnet over a compass, it'll pull it a certain way until it jumps back again. You know what I mean? It'll pull it until it just jumps back.
Right.
So that's what the poles are doing right now. So it's pulling and pulling and pulling, and then at one point it's just gonna let go and pull and like flip, and it's supposed to flip instantly, and that's supposed to, like, the magnetics of the Earth has a big is directly involved with our consciousness on this planet. And I feel like that change in consciousness is gonna like send massive energy to people's, I don't know, thoughts, I guess, and just make people think more outside the box and inside the earth. Because if you go back to every civilization that ever lived, the two things they ever worshipped, or the three things they ever worshipped, were the moon, the earth, and the sun as main gods and goddesses, you know what I mean, that controlled things around the planets in general, you know what I mean, but Mother Earth and Father Sun. That's what it was down to. You know what I mean? So everything has to come from that, and you can understand everything through that.
Everything in our reality comes from that.
Yes.
That's the thing. Not everything doesn't come from that. Everything to us comes from that.
Yes. Good point. From our perception. But I feel like the universe and everything outside of us is just a way to perceive inside of us on like a smaller than molecular level. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at the planets, but you're really looking at energies on a next dimensional frequency that are inside yourself, inside your own personal universe. Like, did you ever see that picture of people's eyes compared next to universes, and they like have the universe in their, you literally have the universe in your eye. If you look with like a good enough picture, it shows like there's craziness, dude. You should really look that up.
I don't know about all
Everybody
that.
needs to look that up right now.
Why? Because it's black and the universe is black?
No, because there's literally like different colored pigments when you fucking look deep enough, and it looks exactly like a universe.
Like a nebula?
Yeah, like a nebula.
Okay. Not a universe.
Not a
nebula.
universe. Yeah. To that. No
Two
one has
huge different things.
No one has a picture of a universe.
A nebula is a fucking star being birthed.
Yeah, it's a nebula. Good interjection.
The Horsehead Nebula. That's one of the most famous nebulas. Did you know that?
But did you know we just came up with a new sign today, and it's fucking amazing?
Oh yeah, we got new shit.
Yeah, tell us.
T-shirts are on the way.
Oh,
T-shirts are on the way.
T-shirts.
Eventually, here in a
my
minute.
artwork, bro. You got to link my artwork. Well, I got to.
You got to.
Crying's Tears on Etsy. Check it out. It's pretty fucking sick. Some dimensional shit. Only $10 for a print. I mean, it's not that much.
Not bad.
I'm not trying to
free plugs, free promotions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free plugs, free promotions. Ian, do you have anything to plug?
War Thunder, play it.
War Thunder, play it.
Alpha Brain.
Why we don't even get paid by Alpha Brain? We gotta we need to
Hmm.
plug some shit that we're making first.
War Thunder. We're making it. Shut up. You
We're
plug
playing
anything.
it. I'm not. I haven't played it yet. I want to though.
Oh, so good. I love playing simulators.
Yes, this whole thing. Why do you love playing simulators so much?
I don't know, man.
Do you like feel like you learn at the same time as you like?
I always loved World War II planes, and this is kind of like, this goes farther into like the future, and it kind of like goes into like I want to say like it gets to like MiGs and stuff like that, but I don't know how much farther. I really don't know. Like I'm still in the beginning of it, so I don't really know too much of anything except for like the the main planes. Like everybody knows the Spitfire, the P-51 Mustang, B-52 bomber. Like everybody knows those planes, but
I'm sure.
Dude, I went to the
doesn't
Crazy
know.
Museum in Seattle.
Sure, everyone
that was
doesn't
all
know.
like, it had like so many planes and stuff, dude.
Yeah, I went down to this place in Florida.
I wish I
where
could
you
remembered it,
actually
though.
go into the planes and fly them, but it cost. The costs were ridiculous because they're really old planes.
I actually have a story behind that because like what happened was that's when I went to Alaska. So what happened was like for a week straight I slept for maybe 12 hours, but whole week 12 hours total, and just stayed up fucking partying all night.
Wow.
Got-
You went to Alaska?
Yeah, got back into Seattle, and then they were like, "Oh, we're going to this aeronautical museum as soon as we get off the boat," and I'm just like, "Great!" Literally, I slept in the whole ride there. I slept. As soon as we got there, dude, I was on autopilot. I don't remember a fucking thing about being
Autopilot at a museum
Dude.
with aircraft.
Dude, I know. I was like, this place is amazing, but I'm like, dude, I just can't handle it, dude. Like a week of partying hard, dude. And this, dude, I was 17 then, so it was just like, all right, let's do this, fuck.
Dude, that's awesome. You got
It
to
was
go to
amazing.
Alaska?
Yeah, Yeah, I've
You
been
can
there.
see the lights or whatever.
No, fuck. Alaska's really big, bro. We were just in like the little part that sticks off of Alaska. You know how there's like the big thing and then the little thing that sticks off.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
attached
the
to
little
Canada.
foot.
Yeah.
It has like a little
Yeah,
foot thing,
yeah.
like a little skirt. That's where we were. We went to Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, and Victoria, British Columbia. And we actually drove up into the Yukon Territory and visited the
Cool.
world's smallest desert. The world's smallest desert is in the middle of fucking Canada.
The world's smallest desert is a grain of sand, bro.
No, the world's
What
smallest
constitutes a desert?
cactuses and aridness. It never rained there, ever.
Wow.
It's never rained.
Wow.
In this 1
Never?
acre of place, it has never rained. Never. It's just like the Acatama Desert in Peru. It's never rained there as well. Never.
Wow.
It's never rained.
Never.
Well,
Oh, you
Say
said
if
well,
never
from core
so many.
samples, we can't find water. So,
You said
judging by that, it's never rained.
Wow.
All right.
Can I say never rained one more time?
Yes.
It's never
You can.
rained.
Never.
Never.
Remember that.
Remember that.
That's wild.
That'll
No, but
be-
yeah, the world's smallest desert. Dude, we went to these old school saloons in Juneau, dude. It was so fucking cool.
I'm
Granted-
sure they were.
Granted, okay, when we were in Alaska, I remember some shit because like I like tried to be coherent there because I'm like I'm probably never gonna come back to Alaska. So even though I've just been partying for like 3 days straight, because it takes 3 days to get to Alaska from Seattle on a boat going 45 miles an hour, or
Wow.
3.5 knots.
3 days.
3
on
days.
A boat.
3 days on a
On
boat
a boat.
to get from
bitch.
Seattle to Alaska going 45 miles an hour.
My boat can do 50.
Dude, I want to get off
You might get there,
boats.
but dude, dude.
No, hell no. My boat would never make it.
Dude, Alaska was so amazing, though. I want to just keep talking about it because I'm just like,
No.
It's
You're not
amazing,
allowed.
dude. It was
You're
the
not-
first-
Did you see Sasquatch up there?
Is it
or
No.
not?
beautiful?
no.
You see a
I
woolly
saw
mammoth?
so many bald eagles. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
So many, dude. You just look on tops of trees and you just see like a little white thing, and it's like, oh, that's a bald eagle. You know,
That's badass.
dude, it was so badass, dude. And it was like the first time like I actually smelled like the forest and like
what, fresh
smelled
air?
water and like smelled fresh air. Like I'm going to be completely honest. You guys never experienced it unless you go somewhere like that has been like literally untapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's 3,000 cars in the whole town, you know? And there's so many trees that like every day it's just like the trees are like you know, just give me all that. Give me it. You know, like we need more cars. You're fucking with us cuz you know, Alaska's a rainforest. People don't know that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know that.
It's a rainforest.
Wow.
And same with Seattle. Seattle's a
We need to
rainforest
protect-
too.
we need to
Well, yeah, I
protect
knew
Alaska.
Seattle.
It's just a like deciduous rainforest. A carnivorous rainforest.
Oh, carnivorous.
Deciduous?
Deciduous rainforest? I don't know. Or carnivorous?
What,
I don't
that
know.
means like
Well,
that means like the
carnivorous
trees.
is evergreen.
They're pines.
Yeah, yeah. That's
that-
then it's,
that's
what it is.
carnivorous.
That's what it is then.
Yes. That word.
Carnivorous.
K. But yeah. Yeah, cuz it's a pine rainforest.
No.
And it's so dense, dude. Even when I was up there, it was so dense, dude. We went whale watching, dude. It was sick because we were there in summer, and summer in Alaska is only like 60 degrees, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick. But we went whale watching, and the humpback whales go to Alaska in the summer where it's cool, and then in the winter they migrate all the way to Hawaii. And in Hawaii, that's really the only place where if you go whale watching you'll see them breach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's mating season. That's when they breach. They're trying to show off. Well, needless to say, we saw two breach being there in the middle of summer, and that's like so irregular. Just because like seeing a whale breach
I was going to say,
in the
dude,
middle of summer, not in the mating season, is really weird.
Oh shit.
I was in Boston and I went whale watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my dad saw one breach.
Yeah.
But it was like just the one.
Dude, we saw so many sea lions, it wasn't even funny. There
Oh,
was all
I'm
these
sure.
buoys. Every single buoy, it was probably about the size of my room, granted. These buoys, they're red. They're about the size of this room. And
Wow.
literally, they're circular. All around the side, hundreds of sea lions, dude, on top of each other, just like just fucking sleeping, dude. So many sea lions, it wasn't even funny.
It is funny though.
I was like, wow. I was expecting seeing dolphins and shit, and I'm like,
That's
no,
like a
dolphins.
weird thing, you know what I mean? That's like a cat
No.
that went into the water instead of.
But dude, yeah, being up there
going.
was fucking crazy, dude. Partying was nuts. That was the best part, though, dude. Being up all night because the fucking boat doesn't sleep, dude. You know, you can go to your room, but the boat doesn't sleep, man. Shit stays open, and there's 24-hour restaurants. And guess what, motherfucker? You're on the boat. Everything is free. You go to a restaurant, that shit's free.
What?
You go over here, that shit's free. Unless, like, you want to buy something to take back. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if you go to, like, because there was this one restaurant, it was called the Blue Lagoon. It was like a little 50s diner. You know what I'm saying? We always went there. It was open 24 hours a day, and it had some fucking bomb food, dude. We stumble in there 4 o'clock in the morning, fucking all drunk and shit. Oh, dude, those were the times, man. Everything was free, too. That was the best part. Everything was free. Everything was free. And what was real sick is all the bars had to close at 3 a.m. So 4 a.m. we like, because everything's open, so you can just go into these like bars where there's nobody. You know, like we're in like high class lounges, just fucking partying, dude, just dancing, having a great time, dude. It was so much fun, so much fun. I mean, I mean, the whole bar is shut down. Like you can't get anything.
Yeah.
But like if you bring something in, bitch, you got a party. You got a whole fucking like $500,000 lounge to just fucking like ball in. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it was so much fun,
Big
dude.
ballin'.
It was so much fun.
Big ballin'.
Oh no.
Because that's the one that had like the jacuzzi. Like there was like 4 jacuzzis right outside. Because where it was on a higher deck, like on one of the overlooks. You know how boats
Yeah.
are. It was on one of them, and then like out on the deck there was 4 jacuzzis right at this place, and I was like, this is money. This is money.
What do you remember what it was called? Like
What
what
boat?
yeah.
The boat?
Yeah, the cruise or whatever.
The Norwegian Star.
Nice.
The Norwegian Star.
And
It was
it was
Norwegian
bad.
Cruise Lines, and my boat was the Norwegian Star.
And it was badass.
And it was
Sweet.
bad as fuck. If anyone has ever been on the Norwegian Star, the Blue Lagoon, you know what I'm fucking talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's so amazing. I
Speaking
forget
of
what that
Blue
lounge
Lagoon,
is called.
Have you Blue Moon? Do you use that?
Dude, I
Blue
could-
Moon.
I can find out
Oh,
now.
dude, I love Blue Moon.
Dude, I feel like everybody's starting to like Blue Moon for some reason. I don't know. Used to be a chick beer, and now everybody's
Yeah.
like, get on that nut.
I liked it before.
Lies. When it
Bull.
came out, it was a chick beer. There was no before.
Yep.
Put an
Don't
orange,
matter.
orange slice in your beer. And
Still
what is
good.
beer?
Slicing your
good.
beer.
Beer rhymes with
Beer rhymes with queer.
and beer.
And we're turning into a pumpkin. What's the time limit on this bitch?
It's only 44.
It's only 44.
It's only
Oh,
44.
felt like we were turning into a pumpkin for a minute.
Mm.
Yeah, we're turning into a pumpkin. We'll be back.
Back again.
Are we live?
We're back
Are we live?
again.
Back.
We sacrificed the sacred plant to the fire gods.
Oh, absolutely. It was majestic,
It was majestic.
to say the least.
That's how I feel about my sex life.
Wow.
It's majestic.
You got a good sex life, then. Majestic.
That's pretty good. I gotta give you that. Majestic.
Majestic. I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah. What were we gonna start saying? Earlier, I forget what it was.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
So what were we talking about right before this?
You'll never know, because walking out of that room.
oh,
is
we
just-
were talking about that MMA
No.
fighter who was bobbing and weaving.
We should talk about how over there is the center of the universe. I think we should talk about that, and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But I
So
think we should talk about how over there's the
how
center of
this
the universe.
room. There's this room that exists that when we come off of the podcast,
We go to
we
this
go
room.
to this room and we sacrifice the fire or the
sacred plant
sacred plant
to the fire gods.
to the fire gods, And for some reason back there, there's just so much
It's
knowledge,
so much flow
from
the ether.
Yeah. And I swear I've discovered
It's
the
so
universe
amazing.
twice back there.
More
and then
than twice.
as soon as you walk out of the room,
You forget
all
everything.
that knowledge
you
is absolutely gone.
It's
It's like an acid trip, like a hard acid
It's
trip.
gone.
You're like, dude, the fucking stars and shit mean this on your insides and like outsides and everything's super connected. And then you're just like, oh, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone
But
forever.
it's always
dude.
there. But
It's always
It's
there.
always in the room.
But as soon as you
But
leave,
that's so.
you
so
could
what we're
go
gonna start
anytime
doing-
you like, but you could never leave.
No, so what we're gonna start doing is taking the recorder back there
We
and
should.
putting podcast sessions like on the side. Like, hey, if you like the main shit, here's a little.
Yeah, we
here's a
might
little
send some bonus stuff
Easter
out for
egg.
you guys.
little Easter egg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like record the conversations in the middle and the conversations right after.
Yeah, because the conversations in the middle are usually the deepest conversations there are, or beginning. Or
Do you know what we need?
What?
We should just do a video camera and do it that way, and I'll just fucking red band it up, and we'll just record it up. You know, because that's how they used to do. That's how they used to do it in Joe's, like 2 years ago, when the
Just have
podcast was over. Red band turned the camera on, and they did like another 10 minutes, and then they released them on his website.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Wow.
he had the video blogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
For sure. You need to spruce up that room a little bit, though. I mean,
Yeah. Well, it is a storage room, so I don't
Yeah.
know what you want me to do.
yeah. Just throw it all out the window. Yeah, hiya! Hiya! Swiss kick it.
Swiss kick it. No, but the MMA fighter fighting
Oh.
Joe Schmoes.
Yeah.
No, not fighting Joe Schmoes.
Just showing
Just
that
bobbing
dodge-
and weaving.
Yeah,
Bobbing and weaving.
is
And
like,
showing you that if you with some training and just knowing to bob and weave and get out of the way, just wait for them to tire themselves out and they'll give up. Because he did that. The first guy, he did it for like a minute and a half, and the guy was like, I'm done. I'm tired. You know? And he was like, see? I didn't throw one punch and I won the fight. You know? It was really interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then there's the fact that like tackling comes into a fight, and you're just like,
Yeah.
if I bob and weave, and I get tackled,
You're going to the ground.
Going to the ground.
Yeah.
You don't got
Like
them
you-
strong thighs ready for that sprawl.
Yeah.
Boom! It ready to
Yeah.
explode.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get some
Fucking.
jiu-jitsu and wrestling training, definitely. That's why I think that shit should be mandatory.
Well, if you have
for, like,
jiu-jitsu training, you want to take the
self-defense.
tackle. You want to take the tackle and you want to wrap that motherfucker up like a fucking snake, motherfucker, like a spider. Just hop onto that motherfucker. Even if he slams you, just boom, just take it and just hold on to that motherfucker. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't
Armbar.
gonna do
Throw an
shit.
armbar.
Dude, don't even
Throw
do
triangle.
that. Don't even do that. Just wait till he tires out.
Get that
dude.
body triangle.
Just wait till he tires out. Or wait until he tries to throw one sloppy punch and just fucking slip it and just fucking
Yeah, you don't
sweep him right
even- don't
quick.
even
and
know what you're fucking talking about.
fucking reversal him right quick. Get up right on top.
Yeah,
Fucking
but that's
don't
best
even pound
case
him out. Don't even
scenario,
pound him
though.
out. Just that same arm that he fucking threw and you just fucking slip real quick and you just fucking boom, boom, fucking explosive hips, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. All right.
Good talk. But, like, if it really happened.
If it really happened.
If it really
If
happened.
it really happened, yeah, all right. Listen, if it really happened, all right, this is what you're gonna do. If you're just bobbing and weaving because you want to wait until he tires out, all right, and then he comes in to tackle you and such. Either there's two things you want to do: explosive hips, boom, explode. Soon as he hits you, you just want to explode, boom, with that huge sprawl out as far as you can, wide as you can, because he's coming hard. You know what I'm saying? So you want to sprawl and brawl, you know what I'm saying? Sprawl him out and then push him away. Or as soon as you sprawl, take the momentum. Or, yeah, you can just fucking throw him. Just throw him right on his head, bro. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he hits you, just
run through.
boom,
Yeah,
fucking
run
throw a fucking Harimana or something.
Yeah.
Fucking throw that bitch right on his neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can wrap him up like a fucking snake as soon as he hits you.
No, just do the. What I like to do is just throw the
Double
headlock.
underhooks.
Do just a headlock. Just throw the fucking.
Either-
The guillotine right there. With
Have-
the with
you
the
wanna
tackle.
have it
just
one,
jump over.
one
Yeah.
over the head and
Guillotine.
neck.
Boom. It's over.
One
I've
over-
checked so many people out with that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's if
So
they
they're
don't
like,
know.
what's that? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm
most people
saying-
don't.
And most
They'll
people
saying
tackle
don't.
you, and all you have to do is go boom, and it's over.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude, I had this. who the fuck was it?
Wrap them up.
I had this
Wrap,
one
wrap,
kid,
wrap 'em
Matt. He
up.
was like on my back, and he was like trying to he was like choking me and shit, but he was just like fucking around. I was like, I'm gonna throw you if you don't let go, and he's like, oh, da 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 da, and I just threw him over my fucking shoulder, and he was on his ass. He's like, holy fuck, like how the fuck did you do that? And it's like, you know,
Leverage.
you know,
Yep.
my dad
Dude,
taught
you
me
gotta-
a little bit of
you gotta throw that.
judo.
You gotta throw that
because,
hip, bro.
You know, he
you gotta
learned
throw
that
hip.
shit.
Get them off balance, and then
Yeah.
they're just like meat in your
Yeah.
hands, like whoop, boom.
Please, Ronda Rousey is
Just
a prime
fucking-
example.
yes,
she,
exactly.
she throws every fucking girl that she fights on her fucking head. On
Yep.
her fucking head. Throws them on her head. Every time, dude. And that fucking nasty armbar.
I
Yeah.
know.
hell.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all you have to
Don't
do is be
even,
really
like-
good at one thing, apparently.
Yeah,
Fucking
practice
just
on
armbar.
Well, no,
and
that-
it works.
all day.
Well,
arm
yeah.
bars.
I mean,
It
she was
works.
good at it at judo.
It
and
works.
It works. And
That-
she broke
that's
Misha
what
Tate-
you get
Mi-
You
for
Misha
need a
Tate
little bit of
down.
striking, and you need a lot of self-defense.
She broke Misha Tate down because Misha didn't want to tap, and then she was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna like put it like back behind,
Oh no!
and then
I'm gonna break
then
it.
I'm gonna hold it like from here, so it's like all twisted up, and then I'm gonna start pounding her face in. But when she's, but as soon as she let her second hand go to start pounding her face in, that's when she tapped. But dude, it was all fucking like it was an arm bar, and then it was like a fucking Americana at the same
Yeah.
time. It was
Yeah,
brutal.
it was nasty. But her
Oh.
arm wasn't fucked up the next day.
No, her arm wasn't broken.
Yeah,
That bitch is rubber.
that's crazy.
Mm.
Her like no bruise.
Mm.
It's like, huh?
Wow. Yeah.
How is this
How
going
does that
on?
exist?
I don't know.
Maybe that earth.
I'm
maybe that
quadruple
grounding-
jointed in my right
maybe
arm.
that grounding shit helped.
No, it's that legs and that booty.
Mm.
That's what helped.
That's
The
what
booty.
Power of the booty.
So we were just, I forget who I was going over this with, but I was like, yeah, there's a lot more ass guys out there than there are tits
Oh, please,
guys.
please,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
please,
Like, there's a lot more. I think every man
Please.
appreciates.
please. I could write a book on ass worship.
Worship, he says.
Let's go.
Oh, there's a reason why women hold power over men, man.
Yeah. I don't mind it though.
I do. I do, kind of.
I don't know.
Just when they hold it over your head.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
Putting
work
the
for
pussy
it.
on a pedestal, bro.
You gotta work for it. Come on, man.
Well, yeah.
If it was easy, fuck,
Well, yeah. If everything was easy,
on,
nobody
son.
would work.
it wouldn't even be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was easy, it wouldn't even be worth it. I wouldn't even want it if it wasn't worth it. If I didn't have to work for it, it's the thrill of the chase. It's the thrill of the hunt. Not really. I don't even know what I'm talking
It's the
about.
eye of the tiger,
Dude,
bro.
I have no idea what I'm talking
No,
about. Yeah.
no, you don't question yourself. When I get to those points and I say I don't know, I usually do know, and I'm just talking about like what's in the stream at the point in time. Like you need to be
No, I
like,
literally had no idea what I was just
yes,
talking about.
I know, I know, but you need to just keep going with that because
Yeah.
it was talking about good shit.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like it always is.
Well, yeah, and
It's a stream, bro.
Yeah, it's the thrill of the chase. You
Yeah.
know, it like you said, if it wasn't fucking, if it was easy.
Well, that's what this world
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean? It's a
everything's
thrill of the chase,
hard.
kind of.
Everything's hard if it's worth it.
But it's
Yeah.
harder. It's just harder now. Well, I
Everything
think
that's
maybe
worth
if I look
it
at maybe it's not harder.
Is it shouldn't come easy.
Yeah.
If it came easy, it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
You know, that's I don't know.
Absolutely, because the more effort you put into it, the more it
You're gonna
gives you
get
back.
out of it.
Yes, it's just an energy.
But
thing.
you also-
everything
there's-
is light
yeah.
and energy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? The more energy you put into something, the more energy you're gonna get out of it.
It's
through
a slippery
money,
slope, dude.
through houses, through
it's
shit.
a slippery slope, dude. Trying to pursue something, it's a slippery slope. Because at the same time, you got to do it like every day. Not do it every day, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta be at it every day, or you feel like you're wasting your time.
Absolutely.
But you also have to
Manage-
realize that there's times where you have to take a step back
Yes.
and be like, okay, well, now I just need to give it a couple days or a week or whatever.
Whatever you need to refresh your mind.
Yes.
And your thoughts and your
And then
your
and then
thinking.
either come back to it, or you realized in that time you were away that it was just bringing you down even more than what you actually were, and the time away you enjoyed even more than you did previously.
Yeah, so you're just saying to follow what your heart feels, basically. Follow things that make you happy. And
Follow things that make you
fulfilled.
happy.
Fulfilled.
surround yourself with people you
With abundance.
admire and inspire to be like.
Yeah.
Don't be a cunt.
Absolutely. That is number one.
Have
Yeah.
fun as much as possible. And here's the thing about having fun. You can choose to have more fun. You know, it's not like
Yeah, it's a choice. I know.
it's not like a thing where like, you know, I'm not having fun with my life. Why? You can choose to have more fun. You can choose to just be happy to I don't even know.
Yeah, you can. It's a thought. It's a way of thinking. Like
It's just a way of being. You know,
Dude.
happy is not an emotion. It's a way of life. You know, being happy or it's just
a
like being sad.
vibration.
Just like being sad
It's
and
a
depression.
vibration.
It's
a
not
totally different
It's not
reality.
an emotion. It's not a state of. It's a state of being. Like
Yes.
it's
Happiness.
a state,
Happiness.
and it will pass.
Yes, we
You know,
we
but
fly
just
through
like
these
the
states of being.
happiness and the sadness, you know, the sadness will pass and turn into happiness, but the happiness will pass and turn into sadness. That's one thing you have to be aware of, and that's why you always have to be ready.
Ready.
And be ahead of the curve.
Yes.
If you feel like something's that something's going on and you're like almost setting yourself up for failure every time, every day, you know, you got to assess that. You know, you have to take a step back and be like, okay, I got to do this. I have to do whatever it is I need to do to accomplish whatever it is I want to do, you know. Unfortunately, that's what you have to be like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be dedicated in this world. But
You
now
have
it's
to
just
be.
getting harder and harder to like start a small business, like with the government taxing
It's
more, and it's just
it is and it isn't. I don't know.
I feel like it's the way you look at it too. Your perspective.
Don't
changes
even start a
everything.
business, dude. Just do you. Do whatever. Do you.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
hard.
it's like my
just
uncle
do
has
you.
a business,
it's
and
not.
it's like, you know, he's on his feet, but and, you know, he has
The
nice
duality of
things, but
thinking.
it's not like he's, you know, like, and you know, he's not like he doesn't have like more than one location. He doesn't have like places all across the world. He's not, you know. Granted, he's part of Costco and stuff like that in some places, but it's like, you know, well, you're doing good, but it ain't that great, you know. You know, it's great for him, but what can you do? You know, it's not like this extravagant life of like living as a
Well, I
business
feel like-
owner, and he works his ass off.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the pursuit of money is just going to lead to unhappiness. And if there wasn't this pursuit of money,
That's
and we could pursue happiness instead, then
That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, if you pursue your dreams and you do things that make you happy, the money will come. Because people will notice you are doing what you're doing because you love it, and no matter what, you're doing it regardless of the money. You know, and the money will come. You know what I'm saying? And I got that from a lot of people that I watch on YouTube. You know, they're saying, like, how do you become, like, a YouTube personality and, like, become a living off of YouTube? You know what I'm saying?
You just love what you do.
You just have to love what you do, and you just have to... This is what you want to do. That's all they said. You know, you just have to be you, and this is what you want to do,
Yeah,
and the
be
money
committed.
will come.
Yeah, and be committed
And
to it.
just be committed to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you see a problem, fix it like when you see it, not like a week later, not that day. It's like
You know, dude, you just made me have a fucking epiphany,
nice,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like,
nice.
oh, no, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Well,
'cause
you don't
this
have
is
to.
almost like, I was like, oh man, I'm like almost tearing up here, like,
Wow,
Nice.
nice.
No, but I'm serious though, you know? Like you don't if you're worried about the money, you're going to go into something that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Like don't go into something you hate. Like prime example is Jenna. Like she loves math. She loves doing math. She loves figuring out math. She loves doing that. So that's why she's going to be an accountant. That's going to be something that she's going to like enjoy doing every day. You know, that there's shit that she has to do and there's numbers that have to be fucking cranked out. You know, she's going to love that. She's going to enjoy that, you know, and you just have to find that, you know, regardless, you know, accounting's like $150,000 job a year, but regardless, you know, don't worry if you're worried about the money, you're going to go into something you hate. You're You're just gonna feed the machine. If you follow your dreams, you know, whatever you find, the money will come. You know, it doesn't even matter what it is. It doesn't even matter. It could be fucking making fishing poles.
Amazingly spoken.
Fishing poles. I don't even know. Making stickers. Fuck it. You want to make a sticker
dude,
company?
as long as you
If it's
put the
something-
love into it,
Exactly.
then you'll get it out of
Exactly. You put the love into it, and you put your honest effort. You
Yes.
put your heart and soul into it, and it will come. And it will come.
it. Absolutely. That was amazing. That was on a different tangent
Yeah.
right there. We went on a different dimension
that
real
was
quick.
very
If
good.
you were around for that, I hope you appreciate it because
Wow.
it was mystical.
Yeah.
It was magical. You won't even believe what you said, Brian.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Yeah, it's because you weren't saying it.
I don't even know what I was saying.
It's okay.
Go off. Go off.
No, but I
Like
don't know.
Ace Ventura. He's like, shh,
Just more like,
go back to sleep.
I mean, you just have to
Yeah. The
go back
fucking
to
The
sleep.
baboon.
Go back to sleep. Go
No,
back
but
to
that
sleep.
was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like,
No, yeah,
That's like
and
why-
do something that you love.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean whatever it is.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
in life, if you just pursue love, you'll find out that everything will work out for
even
you.
even if you don't know.
Instead of fear.
But here's the thing:
Fear and love don't
if you don't even know what you love, then you got to go out and experience it. You know, if there's something you want to do, and or there's something that's always in the back of your head, like I think I can do that, and like I think I would enjoy that. You go out and do that, and find out if you would enjoy doing that. And if you do, the path will find you. You know, 100,000 paths just opened up. You know, if you have one good experience.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's how life is. It's just, I don't
Life
know.
is
It's just
a-
so many,
Yeah,
so
find
many, so many
something-
people that I like listen to and like just like surround myself, not around, but just like the waves that are coming at me. You know, like Joe Rogan, like, you know what I'm saying, like wanted to be a
The
comedian.
consciousness that you're on.
And
that
he
the
created
people that
created
you-
this huge
yeah.
empire. Like Eddie Bravo, like took one jiu-jitsu class and then created the whole new wave just by one jiu-jitsu class, a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying? Even people on YouTube, you know, they were just creating dumb videos, and one day it's just like with consistency and actual personality, not just blandness. You know, people caught on, the life caught on, the stream caught on. You know, and then the money came. You know, they don't have jobs now. Their job is to make YouTube videos or to teach jujitsu or
Yeah, it's the
to
stream.
show
It's
up to a
all-
comedy show.
And we get back to this. It's
And that's
all
it.
about the stream. We talk about the stream all the time, and some people may not get it, and I don't want to define it because that makes it less special, but it's like the flow of consciousness between all people and all beings. And we're like
Yeah.
we're kind of like an aquatic being in this just ocean of consciousness, and we're like we're light, and we perceive light and vibration and energies, and we're just perceiving these different, like, matter isn't solid. We found that out. It's like basically empty space, so it's just light that we're perceiving to be, or sound vibrating at a frequency, you know what I mean, that we're perceiving in this ocean around us. Like, you know what I mean? That's why things are always in circles, it seems like. You know, it just feels like a circle would be a better holder for water instead of like a square. You never see like water in water in a square. You see it like in a circular shape. You know what I mean? Well, I do.
Yeah.
Visualize it. It looks circular.
Well,
Right.
a
it's
body of
drop,
water.
you
Yeah, it's
know,
a drop. It's like
right,
circular.
something like
A body
that.
of waters.
They fall circular
know.
into drops. You
Yeah.
know what I
Right.
mean? They're circular. That's,
Yeah.
And water clings to itself when it's around it. Like,
like the flower.
Do you know why
Yeah.
it's circular? Because hydrogen and oxygen are circular molecules.
Really?
oh,
I did not know that.
crazy.
So there's different shaped molecules.
Well, yeah, a molecule has its own shape and texture and color, and that's what makes up why gold is gold. And you could bend it, but it's a metal. You know, like,
Yeah, but that's just it's a way of like looking at frequencies and vibrations and defining them, basically.
well, yeah. I mean, if you look at things at particle levels, you can identify what it is.
You can identify what it really is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. People think the material world is material, and it's not at all.
No.
It's not at all.
Things
But
will come.
everything will come,
Good
dude.
times are on the way.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what people need to realize.
Yes, keep looking up. There's no use in looking down anymore. We need to
No.
look forward, not backward. Like we can't live in this dualistic world. We need to be like, good. We're on the path to good. We've already had enough bad. If you want to even look at it dualistic, we're out of the bad. Let's go for the good. Come on. It's a time for peace, enlightenment, and love. It's not time to
You had X amount of years of just bad, just negative
energy.
You know?
Yeah, so
even
now
even if you're middle aged, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can turn shit around. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely,
you know, tomorrow is a new day.
Yes.
Tomorrow is a new
day.
day.
That's what I was thinking. Like when I was driving home the other night, I had this wild sensation of like, as I was driving, every image I was seeing, like by every second, was just another picture frame in front of me. Like,
yeah.
And then when you go to sleep, it literally feels like the last day didn't even happen. You know what I mean? It was a memory that was already there. Like if you look back on something on your life and then you look back at a vivid dream, is there any difference?
No.
Is there any difference in feeling in that like vivid dream, or sometimes like I get dreams confused with memories and be like, did I dream that, or was that a memory? It's because it's like the same thing, and you just create a new reality every day, like a new day. Boom, 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 boom. You're creating new realities, living through different picture frames.
It's like a psychedelic experience.
It's no, the psychedelic experience just helps you realize what it is.
But everything you felt in that was like,
is real shit.
Is
really there.
real. Is real.
You can't say it's not real because you experienced it. What makes something real? Experience is what makes something real.
Yep.
When you experience it, it's real.
It's real.
You know what I mean? I experienced an alien encounter. It's real.
It's
you know
real.
What I mean?
Exactly. A ghost encounter, Sasquatch encounter.
Yeah,
it's real.
It's real.
Exactly. But
it's just what perception are you looking at it through?
Exactly.
Have you experienced it or not? No, then it's not real. Have you experienced it? Yeah, then it is real. Have you experienced the knowledge of studying something? No, then it's not real to you.
Have you or someone else experienced it?
Yes.
That's all you have to ask.
And do you
yourself.
have knowledge about it?
Because like I've never been to Russia, but I know it's real. You know,
Right.
I've never been to Mars, but I know it's real.
Yeah.
I've never been to Jupiter, but I know it's
no,
real.
No, someone in your thought process, not even someone you know, just someone in your like thought processes.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, someone you know, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's all about the thought process. That's all what it is. If you have a good mentality and a good mind state,
positive thinking gets you everywhere.
And it gets you everywhere.
How did you start thinking about this shit? What time did you start thinking about this shit?
What do you mean?
Did you do a certain psychedelic and start thinking in the world in a different viewing glass, or have you always thought of this?
Thought what, like
this?
Like this?
Positive thinking, love and abundance for everything, and peace and vibration, and like there is no borders, there is no boundaries.
I never thought of that until I felt it on a psychedelic experience.
Boom. Boom.
Because it was real.
Because it was real.
It
yes.
Forced,
boom. It forced you to see it.
No, it forced me to feel everything I just thought and felt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It forced me to feel that way and be like, this is what it could feel like every day, just to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Just to wake up.
If you just look, look through that hourglass.
If you could,
look through that perception.
Yep. If you can look through the perception, the material world doesn't mean anything. Your surroundings. You need a fucking bed. You need a bed. That's it. You need a bed, fucking four roofs.
Yourself. You are yourself.
And walls.
You're in yourself. You know what I mean? You don't need to
four
build up
roofs
walls.
and walls.
You know, 4 walls, a roof, and a bed. That's and a refrigerator. What else do you need? And a bathroom, a shower. That's all you need. You can get by.
Well, you can add stuff forever.
You can get by.
But I'm saying, all you really need is yourself, bro. All you really need is yourself.
I know.
There used to be Buddhist monks who had nothing.
I know.
Who would just walk through the streets.
But I'm being realistic as well as I'm being like.
Yeah, I know. But you could add stuff to the list forever.
I'm just saying.
The real thing behind it is the real message that's there that you should get is like all you need is yourself, and the only way to look is inward, and then you can begin to experience this world for what it truly is. And like that is the true answer to anything. Once you look inward, you'll find every answer. Like we have a different perception than other people because we've looked inward. Like I know a lot of people like this that look inward into themselves, and that's how they can view the world in a box away from you but a part of you. You know what I mean? So you can perceive it and be like, oh, this is fucked up. Why is this happening? Oh, this is fucked up. Why is this happening? Not be like, oh, I'm just living in it and
You
it
set
won't get any
yourself
better.
up for disaster.
Absolutely. Well, people do, yeah. People set themselves up for disaster because they negatively think towards the world.
Yes.
They're like, the universe is out to hurt me, blah, blah, blah. The world is bad, fear, fear, fear.
Yes.
And that's what they want you to think because they want you to be on that lower vibration. So you're feeding the machine. All you're doing is feeding the bullshit, feeding the fear by fearing it. Nothing to fear but fear itself. You know what I mean?
And that's the damn truth. There is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Yep. Like I said before, these statements put through time just by famous people, just like little clippets, are like the most grandest statements ever.
It just resonates
Yes.
so hard.
There's a reason why they were recorded, just those little snippets. Like Edward Einstein and said like the only thing that holds matter together is by virtue of a force.
Yes.
And then the next thing would be to assume what is that force that's holding that matter together.
Yeah. Or Musashi in Book of the Five Rings. You know, that book was written 600 years ago, and everything in that book is like, it could relate to anything you're doing today. You know?
Wow. Really?
Yes. Well, I mean, there's a lot of like sword techniques in it, but
Is it an interesting book? What's it about?
Book of Five Rings. You know, Musashi, the samurai.
Five rings. That's 5 again. Ian, weren't we talking about fives the other day? I want to get into that. Like, what's the whole thing with fives?
Oh,
and
we were
six
talking
and
about the
7?
fifth element and shit like that.
Yeah, what fifth element? Boom,
Yeah.
love. That's what the fifth element is. Though.
That's exactly what it was in the movie too.
Yes, but there's 5 senses. Are there 5 elements in the human body? Like earth, water, fire, air, and then love. And what's the other one?
Earth,
Five.
fire, fire, water.
I
Earth, air, fire, water, love.
Wasn't it carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen?
And then there's one more.
You know, something like that. I don't know.
Well, he is right with that, and every one of those things is like you could relate it. You
To
know,
earth, air, fire, water, and
because
then spirit or
carbon
spirit.
is
Some
earth.
people like
Carbon's
to
earth.
view it
Yeah.
as spirit.
Well,
yes.
Hydrogen is
Hydrogen
water.
is water.
Yeah.
Oxygen is air. Nitrogen is fire. And what?
No, nitrogen is fire.
Well,
Yeah.
What would nitrogen? Well, what?
Because it's like it's
Nitrogen would be ice, wouldn't it?
no. If
well,
we're talking
no.
about like earth,
Well-
air, fire, water, what we're made of.
No, carbon would be fire.
Why would then Earth would be nitrogen? No, the carbon would be Earth.
Well,
Yes.
no,
Because
you
the
think
earth
Carbon
is
would be
carbon.
earth.
Well, if you burn something, it turns into carbon.
But nitrogen burns.
But nitrogen is found
Oh.
in soil.
But you
Yep.
can't.
No, it's nitrogen, bro. It's nitrogen is earth.
Then
Carbon
how
is
was carbon fire?
Carbon is fire because charcoal is made of fire, and it's flammable. Carbon is flammable.
That's how at least I see it.
I
man.
don't. I see
And
it
then when
a
everything
different way.
burns, yeah, but
Well,
nitrogen is the essential thing for the earth.
when you-
I don't know.
Like
I
when
don't
you
know.
burn a steak and you have the black shit on it, that's like it's carbonate or like, you know, it's like charred. You know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's
Yes,
like
yeah. So
I don't know.
there's burnt carbon on it. I guess. I
guess.
don't know.
I guess I don't know, man. I might be talking.
Yeah.
out my ass.
Hey, dude, it's all good knowledge.
Well, hey,
All of it is good knowledge. Not any knowledge.
decipher it.
Yeah.
Decipher the code.
Decipher the fucking code.
67158.
67158. That's
FBI is gonna be writing this down. 6, 7.
That's
1,
that's the
5.
code to her booty hole. All
Oh,
right, now we're
minus-
turning into a pumpkin.
Minus 11. All right, we've been around here for a while. It was pretty good, I believe. You laid it down, Brian. By the way,
Did
that
I
was
lay it down?
spectacular. My man Ian over here had an epiphany.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
All
it
right,
was
I mean, I guess I
it
don't
was
know.
epic.
I don't even know. I was I even here?
No, you.
Yeah.
Well, you were, but you
I'm
weren't.
back in the saddle again. What's up? You
yeah,
know,
back now. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you weren't before.
I wasn't before.
Yeah,
That's
so-
so-
You were
that's so
speaking
crazy.
with your third eye,
You were
not
speaking with
not-
absolutely.
Yeah.
not with
Speaking-
your conscious
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah,
speaking from
yeah,
pure
you're right.
vibration.
You're
From
right.
pure vibration. Boom.
All right. Well, thank Ian. Thanks again for
Yes,
being
that was
on.
awesome. And I hope
Yep.
people just like our shit. Add us on Facebook. You know, follow us on Twitter. Please check out my art. At least check it out. Crying's Tears on Etsy.
Yep. Follow us on Facebook. or not, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Obviously, you're already on
like
YouTube.
it, comment, yeah, throw a comment in there.
Throw-
Be like,
yeah.
oh, I really like this, or
Yep.
you should talk about this more.
Yep.
Like we want to design our show to the people, like the country should be designed for the people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like
We want
like
you guys.
what do you want us to talk about? We'll go more in depth with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Throw
mean? This
in
is
input.
this is your show as well as ours.
Yep, you want the UFC cast, you want the game cast, you want, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You just got to let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll take
Bring
it into consideration and we'll bring it to the table for everybody.
Because-
But, we need you guys to interact,
Because this is more than just talking. People realize, like, oh, they're just having a podcast. They're just talking. No, we are connecting to a higher spiritual vibration that some people can't even connect to. And when you listen to stuff like that, it really heightens your sense of being. You're like,
Yep.
wow, I didn't know that. Or not even that you don't know stuff, but that like you're connecting to the same thought pattern that someone else is. And just hone in on that sense. It's like signaling for a phone call. You know what I mean? A radio signal. It's the same thing. But when people talk about like higher vibrational shit, people get like scared of it. But if you look into science, you look into anything, you research, it's all vibration. You know
It
what
is.
I mean? We're just speaking in the tongue that it should naturally be spoke of and thought of. Because if you start thinking in these different ways, you can perceive the world differently and change the world.
Yep. That's
Boom.
the truth.
So we're gonna go out on that. I love you guys. Peace.
Peace and
Peace.
love.